This is my English name. My mom gave me when I'm a child.
I see. Well, this is a nice name that you have here. By the way, how are you doing today?
I'm pretty tired today. I went to work this morning and I have a report to my boss in the evening. So it's very tired day.
Oh, I see. May I know how many hours a day are you working?
Uh, because I'm still a student now, so I go to work for an internship for about 4 hours a day.
Oh, I see. And what kind of work do you do?
I work in a financial company in Taiwan.
Oh, nice. And are you allowed to say what is that financial company?
Cathay Financial Holdings is a Taiwan-based, the biggest financial company in Taiwan.
Oh,
One of the biggest. Yes.
do you know the JP Morgan case?
Yes. Yes. Of course, that's my dream company.
Oh, really? Well, you know what? I do have another student who's working in JP Morgan case.
Really? Yeah. He might be good at speaking English.
Actually, she's trying her best. She's a girl. Do you want me to refer you?
Maybe.
Well, I can ask her if if we can sort that out. So well, you know what? I've been doing to the financial industry as well, but I think I am more better when it comes, or I am more good. Should I say I can do better when it comes to management or handling people?
I heard that you were major in marketing when you are in university, right?
Yes, that is right. I studied business administration, and actually I am doing operations management. And when we say operations management, it has a lot of fields. It includes marketing, the business itself, the management, and a lot more. So I spoke all of it in school.
Yes, and I'm also applying for a summer internship in BlackRock these days. And BlackRock is an asset management company, and I'm going to apply for the
For the marketing
marketing
position.
and sales. Yes, marketing and sales.
Oh, are you good at sales? I mean, are you good at convincing people what they need to have?
Uh, Not really, but because Taiwan is a small country, so BlackRock doesn't have lots of office in their Taipei office. So they only have marketing and sales, and another one is product strategy. And I will apply for both.
Oh, I see. Because you know what I can advise you to do is to, for especially if you are in the sales or marketing industry, you have to know first what are your customers' needs before what they want. Okay?
Yeah.
It is easy for people to determine the wants and hard to know what are the needs. So, in order for you to catch your customer's attention, for example, if you're selling a product, you have to make sure that it is what your customers need. So, how will you be able to introduce the product to them? What are the benefits of these products for them?
Yes. Yes. I hope I could apply for this internship, but I have little knowledge about both marketing and sales, and I'm still doing my best now.
Oh, that's nice to know. Because you know what, to be honest with you, I've been in the sales field and I am catering American and British people for that sales field for 2 to 3 years.
Mm. So,
No, not
so,
really 2 to 3 years, but 4 to 5, 3 to 4 years to be exact. Three
mm,
to four years.
so may I ask what kind of products you were marketing?
Do you know what cable means?
No.
Cable means this is a feature in a television where you can watch all of the channels internationally.
Mm. Oh, okay. So
So
it's about the advertisement.
yeah, advertisement. It's like when you have a TV, a television, the normal channels that you can see is the one that you do have in your country, right?
Yes.
But
Yes.
if you have this cable service or satellite service, then you will have access to international channels like HBO,
Oh,
so
okay.
that you can watch Game of Thrones. You can also have access to watch Cartoon Network and other stuff that your family might enjoy. Also, I've been in food industry. I am selling our foods. I mean, here's the thing. I'm in a company wherein we do have, or we are joined, or yeah, we are together with several restaurants in UK, very known, very well known restaurants in the United Kingdom. So what we're going to do is we are promoting or advertising our restaurants to these customers. Now, what you're going to do is to call us and ask, what are the best seller of food in a certain restaurant? And I will tell them, oh, here, if you are allergic to this food, then I guess you have to eat like this, and this.
Oh, okay. I got it.
So, you said you're working as an intern now.
Yes.
And
Yes.
for how long?
You mean from the time I start?
Yes.
I start my internship at June, and the internship will last for 1 year. So I will finish my internship next year at June.
Oh, nice. And is the company planning to absorb you?
Planning?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Are they planning to absorb you like after your internship? You will continue your employment with them?
I'm not really sure, but because this is a off-cycle internship. So after I finish it, they still have to see is there any position for me in the future. So I'm not sure.
Oh, I see. Well, good luck to you with regards to that internship, and I hope for the best for you, of course. So, my dear, before anything else, let me go and introduce myself further, and then
Okay.
after that, you have to introduce yours. Okay?
Okay.
Alright,
Okay.
so again, my name is Teacher Febie, and I am 27 years old. So I've been teaching, or I've been an online teacher for 2 years now, and I've been teaching students like you, of course, Taiwanese, Japanese, Korean, and other nationalities, except for American and British people.
Okay.
So most likely, my students are Asian. Now, what else? I have studied Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, major in Marketing, and one in Operations Management. As I have told you, it is, my field to study marketing as well. Marketing, finance, what else? Business strategies. So yeah, I do have those. Also, what I would like to do most of the time is to cook, to sing, and to dance, and of course to know what are the status of our stocks exchange.
So you are familiar with stocks?
Yeah, stock exchange. Yeah, and I do have an application here in my hand, and I was monitoring, or I am monitoring this stocks if it's rising up or it's going up, because I am engaged in this funding wherein I am buying and selling my stocks. Are you familiar with it?
So you are just investing the stocks by yourself,
Yes.
uh,
I
and
am selling
the money, the money is yours.
Yes, of course. I can invest in 5,000 of my shares to this company, and then I'm going to sell it once it has improved, or once there was a raise on their stocks, something like that. And as you can hear, I do have two dogs here. And yes, I am a dog lover. I do have a total of 9 dogs.
Dogs?
Yeah, 9 dogs.
I thought that the sound was your baby.
Oh, it's actually a mix. Son of the baby and the dogs.
Okay.
Hi!
I just heard the baby's sound.
Ah, the lullaby.
Okay. Yeah, is that your daughter or son?
Son.
Your son. Okay.
Yeah. So there, is it distracting you?
No. That's fine.
Alright, well thank you so much for that. Now that I have introduced myself, tell me more about you.
I'm Maurice, and I'm now currently a student major in economics and double major in finance in National Taiwan University.
Wow, double major. Oh, sorry to cut you off, my dear.
No. Yes, just double major in economic and finance, and I'm interested in the financial industry, and I hope in the future I can do asset management or wealth management to help my clients to solve their problem or make the portfolio for them, and now I think the most important of all is to improve my English speaking, because in my daily life I don't have the environment for me to speak English, and so English speaking is one of the things that I have to focus on. And I'm also as I told you, I'm applying for the internship, the summer internship next year, and I'm doing the application recently, and I hope I could get into an international financial company in the future. So English is really important, and it's the basic one.
I see. So, very good job with your introduction. You know what? I can see that you're very conversant. I mean, you're very comfortable in pronouncing or in speaking English. The only thing that I notice is that you need to furnish or polish some words, because I can hear some words that is supposed to be long A, and you were able to pronounce it in a short E, like and it's supposed to be some, or it's, yeah, the word, you were able to pronounce it as a sound, but it should be A.
Could you give me an example?
Yeah, like, how do you read this word? Let me send the word on Skype. Ay, ilabas mo na muna yan. Please, naririnig ng estudyante ko. Like that. How do you read this word? Did you receive the message that I sent on Skype? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, there. I thought I lost you. So there, did you receive the message that I sent on your Skype?
No. Yeah,
oh, can you check your Skype first?
Oh yes, I get it.
Alright, so how do you pronounce that word?
Maintain.
Fine naman eh.
Maintain.
So you said it's maintain. Maintain?
Maintain.
Okay, so it should be maintain. It's a long A.
Maintain. Okay.
There. So it should not be a short E.
Maintain. Okay.
There. Maintain. It's supposed to be pronounced as A, not A. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
Alright. So there. Those are some, that is one of the examples. But don't worry because I will take note of the words that you mispronounce, and then I will tell you what are those after we have discussed a certain topic. Okay?
Okay, and I hope when I'm speaking a sentence, if there's some grammar mistake, some very important grammar, and I hope you can disrupt me and just tell me how can I speak it correctly.
Okay, my dear. I can do that. I promise to do that, but I think the proper way for me to say it or for me to do it is to write it down in Skype. I mean, I will take the sentence that needs to be corrected, and then I will tell you how to correct it.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're most welcome, my dear. But I guess so far so good with your pronunciation, with your grammar. I don't hear, and I didn't hear any lapses or any mistakes. So just make sure to keep it up, okay?
Okay. Because when we were talking, I was just saying some simple sentence, and we are just having a basic conversation. But when I'm talking about some topic some topic that is more professional, and there will be some problem for me. I think it's the vocabulary pool that I don't have a large vocabulary pool, so when I'm saying something, then I will stutter. I just don't know what I'm going to say.
It's okay. I think I know what is the best book for you.
Okay.
And what I will be doing, I'm doing this with some of my students, and they're liking it actually because it's exercising their speaking skills and as well as their comprehension and their vocabulary.
Okay. But I have a question that because I think myself is good at maybe reading or listening. So when you said anything that and I could all understand. So I'm good at reading and listening. So I hope I could just focus on speaking and yes, the speaking part or sometimes some writing.
Speaking part and some writing. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, then I guess I really know what book I can provide you, or that I will be providing you. So no worries, I will be giving one of it in our next meeting, which will be on Sunday. We will actually start our topic or our lesson on Sunday.
Okay.
Okay. So there you go. Now, my dear, what else do you want to talk now? I mean, what is running up into your mind? What are the questions that you have for me?
I have one more thing that I want to say is that because I'm going to have an interview, so I also need to improve my English interview.
English interview, okay. Do you want me to ask questions regarding interviews?
Yes, okay. I will try.
All right. So can you tap on Skype? What is the position that you're applying for?
I have applied for lots of positions, but I think maybe.
Or in what field are you interested in?
Asset management.
Asset management.
Yes.
Okay. First of all, in order for me to know what will be my questions for you, can you tell me what is asset management all about?
For a asset managed company, the company will get some money from their clients, both maybe cash or securities, and the asset management, portfolio management will build a portfolio and make a mutual fund, and he will and the marketing and sales division will sell the mutual fund to the investor and let the investor to buy this mutual fund. This is the most important part of asset management.
Okay. So, my dear, I just would like to know, is it the same as buying and selling stocks in stocks exchange?
It's similar to buying stocks, but it's stocks and mutual fund are different financial products. Mutual fund is a portfolio that is more diversified than stocks, and because it's more diversified, and the risks will go down, and it's less risk than stocks. So it makes the investor to afford less risk.
You said diversify?
Yes.
Is it correct that I heard you said diversify?
Am I wrong? Yes.
No. I just would like to know, how do you spell the word?
Diversify.
Okay, diversify. All right. So thank you so much for letting me know about it. I really appreciate that. Now, I just would like to know, thank you so much for telling me or informing me what is an asset management is all about.
Okay.
Now, I just noticed some words. I just would like to know, can you tell me what is the difference of pronouncing these words?
Sales and sales.
Do you hear the difference?
Sales and sales. No.
Okay, great. Because here, my dear, the first one should be sales.
Sales.
Again, sales.
Sales.
There. And the other one is sales.
Sales.
Sales, sales.
Sales. Sales.
Sales, sales.
Sales. Sales.
Again.
Sales. Sales.
There, very good. You are able to identify the difference. Another one, this word should not be pronounced as asset. It should be asset.
Asset.
Yeah, asset management.
Asset management.
Okay, very good. Lastly, I heard you said less risk.
Yes.
It should be less risky.
Less risky.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, you have a question?
Yes. When I say the investor have to afford less risky.
Yeah, it should be less risky, not less risk. Why? Risky is an adjective. Okay? And risk it is a noun. Okay? And less is also an adjective. Less risky, you are actually describing one particular subject or one particular noun, which is the financial or the mutual funds.
But I was just saying, I know the difference between risk and risky, but I was just saying the investor, they have to afford less risk.
Okay. So I think that should be your sentence. The investors needs to do it less risk.
Doing less risk.
Yeah, that's right. Less risk. So it should not be less risky. Okay. Yeah, doing less risk.
So I have to use the word doing instead of afford.
If you said afford, what is going to be your sentence? Can you tell me?
The investors are going to afford less risk.
Less risk what?
The risk because
Less risk what?
because they buy the mutual fund, and because mutual fund is more diversified. It is a diversified portfolio, so it don't have risk.
So, okay. So again, your sentence, it's less risky, right? You said it, less risky. So, your sentence again is the investors can afford less risk, right?
Yes.
Can afford less risk mutual funding. Is this what you're trying to say?
Yes. Yes.
Then make sure that if you're going to create your sentence, there will be no, it will be complete, because if you only say the investors can afford less risk,
okay.
What kind of less risk are we talking about?
Okay.
Okay, so you have to include the mutual funding. But if you will be using less risky, you can say the investors can afford mutual funding that is less risky.
Investors can afford mutual funding that is less risky. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. Thank you.
You're most welcome, my dear. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay, very good. So for an asset management, okay, so since you're taking care of financial funds or financial or mutual funding, I mean.
Yes.
As an interviewer, tell me, what do you know about mutual funding?
You mean the?
Can you tell?
You mean the definition of mutual fund?
What is your understanding about mutual funding?
A mutual fund is a more diversified portfolio, and the asset management company will collect money from all the investors and build a pool of monies. And the portfolio manager will use this money to invest in different kinds of financial products, including fixed incomes, stocks, or commodities, and or maybe futures and options. And they will use this money to buy this kind of product. And investors will buy mutual fund is because that mutual fund is less risky than any other financial product. So by as we learned in the textbook, that if we made a portfolio that is more diversified, and we will have less risk mutual funding.
All right, thank you so much for explaining what is the meaning of mutual funding and your understanding about it. Very good job. But one thing that I noticed, my dear, you have to focus on the question. So if it only asks you what is your understanding, you just have to answer what is your understanding. There is no need for you to define what is mutual funding means. You'll just have to tell me, oh, I believe mutual funding is about this thing, and this thing. This will help people too. This will help people in the future by having less tax. It can help their financial problems in the future, and also it can help our economy because having mutual fund is less risky than the others.
So I have to say these things in my own words and in my own opinion.
Yes, again, you do not have to define one thing. The important thing is you explain how you understand it.
But that doesn't mean that what is mutual fund and because I know what mutual fund is, so I can. Do you got my point?
Yes. You know what mutual funding is, and you wanted others to know what is the meaning of it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but again, that's one of the rules in the interview. You have to listen to the question. Again, the question that I ask is, what is your understanding about mutual funding? And what you can say is how you understand it, not the definition itself. What you did is you were able to give me how you understand it, and at the same time, you gave me what is the literal meaning of mutual funding.
Okay.
Okay, so for that point, you can just tell me, or you can just tell the the interviewer how you understand it. Also, one more thing that I noticed, the reason why I told you that do not give out the meaning of this word, which is not being asked, because you said this.
Oh, okay. I got it.
Okay, so it's like you are basing this word in a textbook, which is defined as this thing.
Okay.
Okay, so there. But I really like her. I really like it. I really like how you answer it. You're full of confidence. Okay.
Okay.
There. Yeah. Very good. So my next question is, how long have you been working, or what? No, not how long, because you're an intern. Now, my next question is, what is going to be your contribution in the company?
Okay. The question again, because
I'm sorry, my dear. Your line is. Oh yeah, your line is also cutting. Hello? Yeah, can you hear me?
Clear?
Yeah, I can hear you clear. Now, how about me? Can you hear me clearly?
Yes.
I'm sorry?
Okay. You can say the question.
Okay, I can ask a question now. So my question is,
Hello?
yeah,
You can just type down the question.
I just let the ambulance pass first. There. So my question is, what, as an intern, what is going to be your contribution in a company as an asset management employee?
If I became the intern of your company, and I promise that I will have the basic of the financial industry. So I think this is the basic one. And during my job, I hope I could use my my innovation, because I'm a young person, and I maybe I have special opinions or show in some major innovation project, and maybe I guess that will benefit.
Your line is cutting, my dear. I cannot understand your answer.
Yes.
Hello?
Oh.
Hello?
Yes.
Okay, so I think I understand your answer. It's pretty long, but I don't want you to be confused. I just got some hints on your answer. First is this one. I will have the basic of the financial industry.
Mm.
Is this what you said?
Yes.
Okay. First of all, if you are going to apply for a certain position that you really wanted to have, even though you don't have experience, you have to build up yourself. You cannot say, I will have the basic of the financial industry. You have to say, I am knowledgeable about the financial industry.
Okay.
Also, you said maybe I can contribute, or you also said maybe I guess that will benefit the company. Please avoid this confusing or this doubtful words. Doubtful words. Why doubtful words? Maybe, probably, like that. You have to avoid those. Why? Because it will make your interviewer think that you are not confident enough that you can do this task.
Okay.
Okay? You have to always say that. And I am knowledgeable and capable of doing this task, and I know that this will benefit the company. So you should hire me.
Okay.
Alright? You have to make sure that you have enough confidence.
Because I think this question is quite hard to answer. If I answer, I can answer it correctly, even though I answer in Chinese. So I think it's this question. I haven't come up with any good idea.
Oh, I see. At least you were challenged, because I believe that in every company that you will apply or that you will be applying for, this question will be asked. Okay. What is going to be your contribution? What is your strengths? Or there. Answer my next question. What are your strengths when it comes to financial industry?
This is the next question.
Yes, because to be honest with you, my dear, these unexpected questions will be raised to you or will be asked to you, so you have to be prepared.
Yes, I know.
So there, my next question is, what are your strengths?
I think I'm a person who cares about details. When I'm doing when I'm doing any of my job, I will care about every details, and I hope I could make it do it correctly. And yes, I think being a careful person is one of my strengths, and another one is that I'm really responsible to all of my job. if you give me any job, and I will ask myself to finish it as soon as possible and doing my best on this job. So being a responsible person is one of my strengths.
All right, thank you so much for that answer. This word I want you to refrain from using. Please refrain saying maybe, I guess, I hope I can do it correctly.
I hope I could do it correctly.
Yeah, or I hope I could do it correctly. It's just the same meaning right here. So you have to refrain from saying this. Why? Again, you're giving the company a doubt that you cannot make it.
Okay.
So you can just say, I know that I can do it correctly, instead of saying, I hope I could do it correctly.
Oh, okay. I know I could do it correctly.
There. Now, you said this word is
Ask. Ask.
ask. There. Don't confuse yourself with the ask or ask. Ask or ask. It should be ask.
Ask.
There, very good. So you also said, I will be doing my best on this job.
Yes.
You can say, I will, okay, hold on, because this is your sentence. Right? I will be doing my best on this job.
Yes.
The right way for you to say is I will do my best for this job.
Okay.
Not I will be doing. Why not will be doing? Because you are not yet there.
Okay.
So if you're talking about a future thing that may happen, or that will happen, or that might happen, you have to say I will do my best, not I will be doing.
Okay.
Okay, so everything clear now, my dear?
Yes.
Okay, so my other question is, what are your weaknesses sorry. What are weaknesses regarding there?
As I told, I was a careful person. When I'm doing my job, I will care about lots of details. But in the financial industry, it moves very fast. If I maybe when I think twice for whether I want to buy this stock, and the price will just go up, and it never just turn back. I just lost the best price. So sometimes thinking too much is one of my weakness. So I'm still trying to improve myself to still care about some details, but think it think it more quickly.
Okay, thank you so much. Now, I just noticed two things. And the rest of what you said is what I really like. You said this one, as I told. It should be as I said. Not, as I said, not as I told.
Why can I just use told?
Told is because the present tense of this word is tell. And when we say tell, you are relaying it to another person. You are telling an information to another person. When you say said, the present tense of this word is say. So it comes from you.
Oh, okay.
You are so it comes from you, and it's like, or it sounds like, this is my opinion. This is in my own words, not for others.
Okay.
Okay, so hold on, my dear. Sorry, Pipi, wait lang. So one more that I noticed is this one. Think it more quickly.
Yes.
You said think it more
Think
quickly.
it more quickly.
Yeah. So, what is the root word of the word quickly?
Quick.
Very good. And quick is?
Fast.
Yeah. Think it more quickly. So, quickly is actually an adjective.
Yes.
And quick is another adjective. So, they're just the same. The only do you know what is the only difference?
I have learned this before, but I forget.
It's okay. So there. Actually, think it more quickly. You are saying it in a formal way. Quick is an improper adjective. I mean, this is actually a word wherein you are talking about a specific thing. Like run, like I can do it as quick as I can. Okay? So there. But for this one, you have to say, actually I don't have any problem with the quick and quickly. I just want you to notice it.
Okay.
The point here is, you should say, think about it more quickly.
Okay. Think about it more quickly.
Why? Because you are talking about the stocks or this mutual funding, and it is about it that you are talking about. That is why you have to use about it, not just it.
Okay.
Is it clear now,
yes.
my dear? Okay. So another question that I wanted to ask is, here. So can you answer it for me?
I have no idea about it. Can you give me some point that I can try on it?
Yeah, well, if you will hire me as an asset management employee in 5 years from now, I would like to be a finance manager. It's a big step. Because being in an asset management is a small thing, and it's actually a small task that you will be doing. You are just going to get the details of of your clients, or I mean of this potential thing that you will be introducing to your clients and such. But if you are going to be a financial manager, your knowledge will expand a lot. Why? It's not just about the asset management that you will be dealing with, but in other things as well. Not just with the assets, but also with how financial, or how exchanges, the stock exchanges, how's the exchanges going on? How is it running in a particular field in every day? Why is it's rising up and it's rising down, or it's falling down, I mean? So being a finance manager, you have to have a large scope of knowledge in a financial industry. So I think that is what I wanted to be, if you will ask me. But I want to know, what is your, or how do you see yourself in the next 5 years if you're going to work as an asset management employee?
I have one question before I answer this question. In the question, we can see that in the next 5 years, it means between these 5 years or 5 years later.
5 years later.
Okay. For being a after 5 years in the asset management industry, and I hope I could be a portfolio manager in your company, and I hope I could focus on biotech stocks, because I was major in biology before, and I have some basic knowledge about biology. So I hope I could do some equity research on biotech in these 5 years, and be an experienced portfolio manager after 5 years.
Okay, very good job. Thank you so much. I just noticed 2 things.
Okay.
And by the way, my dear, I just would like to let you know that it is an exemption, or it is okay if you are going to say maybe, I guess, I hope, if you are talking about a future thing.
Okay.
But if you are being asked about questions in which it is about the position that you're applying for, you have to sound confident and avoid using I hope, I guess, and
okay.
maybe. Okay, again, if the question is talking about the future, or a future thing that will happen, you can use maybe, I hope, and I guess. But if you're talking about a present position that you are applying for, you have to avoid these words.
Okay.
Okay? Alright, so here, I just noticed this word. Can you tell me how you pronounce this again?
Biology.
Very good. It should be biology, not biology.
Biology.
Very good. And also, you said in this 5 years. Okay? We are talking about in the next 5 years, not in this
yes,
5 years, because.
But I'm trying to say that during these 5 years, I will have more experience on the equity research, and after these 5 years, and I'm more experienced on biology stocks, biology stocks. So I could become a good portfolio manager in the future.
Okay. It should be, again, for this part, you should say in the next 5 years. But if you're talking about the thing that you are practicing doing right now that you wanted to yearn in the next 5 years, you have to say, in this coming sorry, in this coming years, I will learn more about this yada 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 yada. Okay, in this coming years, because if you say in the next 5 years, you are talking about the exact 5 years. But if you say in this coming years until the 5th year comes, you can say in this coming years, which is this year, next year, next year, next year, until it reached the 5 years. And I know that it is what you are talking
okay.
about. So it should be in this coming years, I will learn more about this thing that will help me in the future and to become more successful in my chosen field.
Okay.
By the way, my dear, I just have a quick question. Do I talk fast?
No, I could understand.
Okay, that's great to hear. And by the way, do you still have any other questions for me?
No, but I have to ask you a question about in the future, do you think that we have interview question like today is okay for you?
Yes, of course. I will be discussing this with the CSR to give me a book in which we can deal with interview questions, and then at the same time, you will be practicing your speaking skills
and maybe some
and your vocabulary skills.
And sometimes maybe you can just give me some technical question. Is that okay?
Oh, sure.
And after today's class, and I think it's not okay that maybe you can give me we will use the interview books in the future, and maybe you can give me the question before the class and I could prepare for it. And because if I'm well prepared and I try to answer the question, I think, and you correct me, and I think it will be better.
Oh, okay, no problem. I can do that for you. So these interview questions will be given to you before our class starts.
Okay.
So that you can prepare for it and we can just discuss it during the class.
Yes, or maybe from next time you can do the thing like it. We will have class on Friday and Sunday, and the question we are discussing in Friday, maybe you can just give me on Sunday just in the class. Do you get my point?
A little. Can you explain further?
It's just like that. If we have the class on Friday, and maybe in Friday you will give me. We will discuss 5 questions, and maybe the class before Friday, the class in Sunday, and just when we end the class, and maybe you can just give me the question, and that won't bother your another time.
I see. Well, that is not a problem. I can definitely do that for you.
If you or maybe you can just give me anytime if that just won't bother you. Yes.
Of course, it will not, because what I'm aiming to do is for you to learn. Even though we don't have the class for that particular time, if you have questions for me or requests, just tell me so, and I will do my best to attend to it.
Okay. And sometimes maybe I will just do some writing, write an essay. Can you help me to rephrase it?
Rephrase it? Sure. So if you do have a specific thing that you wanted to be corrected, you can just give it to me. Or if you want me to give you some questions that you wanted to practice writing on, then ask me so that I can give you a title or a question that you can explain.
Okay.
That will work
yes.
for you?
Thank you very much.
You are most welcome. Okay, hold on. Let's see. I was just writing down your requests. There. So, do you still have further questions?
No, so we will just have some interview question on Sunday.
Yes, I will give you some interview questions within the day or tomorrow so that you can practice how are you going to say it, or you can just give me your sentences or answers, and then we will discuss how we should correct it on Sunday. And also, I will be giving you some books to practice more of your speaking and vocabulary
Okay,
skills.
thank you.
You're most welcome, my dear, and thank you so much for this lesson tonight. I really appreciate that, and please enjoy your weekend. Okay?
Thank you very much, and have a good night.
You too. Thank you, my dear.
Okay,
Have a sweet
bye-bye.
dream. Bye bye.